gotta Tava lifestyle, give life. You 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 gotta Tava lifestyle, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Yeah, give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team getting money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 The go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.
All right. Hello, Tava Nation. Hello. Hey, you saw me earlier today at 10 a.m. and you're seeing me again today. So listen, it is going down today here in Tava Nation. So much exciting happening here in these Tava streets. And so we are super excited for the guest that we're going to have on here today. But let me tell you what's making Tava pop today. It is because each and every one of you all that's out there making it happen. We just released a BOGO. We just released a BOGO, so it's going to be limited times only. So look, it probably won't go all night. I'm going to tell you, it probably will not go all night because we are going to cut it off. So here's what I'm going to encourage you all to do. You want to make sure that you are texting everybody, letting everybody know that this BOGO is here. But guess what? It is on your favorite bag. It is on the 60 count Vasia T. The 60 count Vasia T. You guys always break that bag down. And when I tell you, you all get cash on hand right away. And we wanted to do that for you all because it is the 17th of the month. So we're only a few days from Christmas. And we know people need to go get that Christmas bag, as y'all young people would say. So we're super excited to have that. But look, like I said, it is not going to last long. But let me know who's on here today. I see Mary Powell. How are you? Sandy Johnson. How are you today? DeMille, of course. What's going on, DeMille? All right, proud. I see you. I see you. Who else do we have joining us today? Donna Carter, man. The party does not get started until Donna Carter joins. Okay, Shakita. Hey, Shakita, how are you? Mr. Tyrone Bell, Philly representing. I see you. Mary, Dory on purpose. All right, Sandy Johnson. Hey, honey, how are you, honey? All the way from the West Coast. I see a diamond sighting. Tammy Faye just spoke with you. Good to have you on here, Miss Tammy Faye. Who else do we have on? Erica. I see you, Erica. All right. So who else? All right. So make sure that you guys are joining. Make sure that you're tagging your teams. I can tell you this is going to be exciting here today. So we're going to give everybody an opportunity to get on. Look, does everybody have their Christmas shopping done? Everybody got their holiday shopping done? I went to the mall here in Atlanta yesterday, man. I tell you, I turned right back around and got in my car. So I don't do crowds, especially what's going on right now. So, but you all be safe out there, be careful, but make sure that you get it done. So, and if you all need my address to send me a gift, please inbox me. I'll be happy to give you my address. So for many of you all who know where I live, please just drop the gift off and I'll come outside and gladly take it. Okay. So, but Merry Christmas to each and every one of you guys out there in Tava Nation. But look, you know, man, I'm still celebrating that we've been in business for 1 year. This is the second Christmas with Tava, and it is a very special time of year. You know, we are that company that really preaches and teaches family, and it starts from our leadership, Kenny and Shante Lloyd. So it's all about family, not just this time of year, but just throughout the year. But this is the time we really, have a lot to be thankful for because we are here. We woke up this morning. So, you all celebrate that, celebrate life, and let's celebrate Savior in Jesus Christ. So, but listen, so we're going to keep it moving here today. BOGO, BOGO, BOGO. So let's see who we have on here. Who else is watching? I'm waiting on some other people to join. So, man, I cannot get started until Tammy Clark gets on. So, Tammy Clark, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, that's right, Lachelle. Shameless gift plug. Lachelle, I'm still waiting on my gift from you. Okay, so make sure you drop it in the mail. All right. So, but listen, I want to go ahead and get started. So because I wanted to just bring this young lady on today, and so I tell you, I've been following this lady for years. On social media. We probably talked every bit of 2 times in my network marketing professional career. And, I followed her because, she puts out good content. And, anytime leadership in any company, it doesn't matter, just putting out good content, you can pick up little nuggets, so I followed her. But also, this young lady, we had an opportunity to speak right before Tava launched. And I'm laughing at Lachelle. She's going to send me a 60-count bag of detox tea. And so I had an opportunity to talk to her before we launched the company. And she said that she was fine. But, we just kind of kept in touch. And but right now she is here. And we're excited that she said yes to Tava. And so we're super excited, not just for her and her family. When I tell you, she's a family gal. Her husband, Paul, just kind of peeped in a little bit, and Paige just peeped in. And so just really excited to have them a part of the Tava family. So that's none other than Mrs. Nina Mora. You got to say Nina Mora. So you all show Nina Mora some love.
We are live.
So how are you, Nina Mora?
I'm amazing. Best day of my life until tomorrow. I am so excited.
Yeah, well, look, you have a lot to be excited about. You're always excited. I've been following you, like I said, for a very long time. And, every time I get on your lives or come by your lives, it's the same energy all the time. So you put off this vibration, this rhythm, this frequency that people are just so attached to. So why are you always so happy?
Because I love life. I love my life, and I love yours too. I believe that every day that we are alive on this earth, no matter what's going on, it's another day for us to be grateful for just life and being on this side of the dirt. I believe that every day that we're alive, that God has given us another opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. And I take full advantage of having another set of 24 hours. And I believe that every single day that we should live our lives like it's the last day of our lives. And so for me, if God has been good to me, just because something might be off that day or that season or that month or whatever, does not mean that God is still not good. And so we should be able to praise him in the good times, but we're in praising God in the bad times. That really shows where our faith lies, and my hope lies in Jesus Christ.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So, but Nina, you, like I say, you've been in the industry of direct sales for, quite some time, and you're no stranger to the industry. Your name rings loud and clear through the industry because, not because of bad things, because, people have, good things to say about you. And, being in the industry, I'm not going to date it like you dated me the other night. So, you told me I've been in 20 years. I have not been in network marketing 20 years.
I said almost 20 years.
So let's just say 16 years. Okay. But you've been around for quite some time. And, you said yes, some years ago. And, what were you doing, previous to network marketing? And why did you say yes 16 years ago?
I was a hairstylist, but I was going through a divorce. And what's so crazy is, how sometimes people have pain in their physical bodies and they kind of become numb to the pain. I was numb to the pain in my life. And although I knew that I wanted something better, but once I was going through a divorce and I was broke, busted, disgusted, I had a 300 credit score because of some things that we were going through the divorce. And I'm not saying that to badmouth my ex-husband. Please know that I'm really only telling my story. I'm never going to badmouth any situation or any experience I've had in my life, but it is part of my journey. But I want to always publicly say I'm not badmouthing my ex-husband, but it was my story. 300 pounds, 300 credit score, broke and broken. I had a son going to college, one son going to high school, one daughter in elementary school, and now I got paid, right? We crazy. But at that time, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I felt like I had no other options, like the rug had been pulled from up underneath my feet. No one wakes up and dreams of this, oh, I'm gonna go through a divorce one day. And I found myself, working 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, still could not figure out how to dig my way out of a ditch. And I was invited to a meeting on a Monday night. It was pouring down raining. And here I was, the bishop's daughter, the worship leader, choir director, singing songs to Jesus, and still was going home thinking like, you know what, my life really doesn't matter. Perhaps this is the day that I should just walk in front of a bus. So I was a little bit vain. Let me say that I wasn't going to take my life, but I felt like if something took my life, it was okay. So I had suicidal thoughts. I was suffering with depression, didn't even know it, right? Which is where the weight was coming from, because weight is not always just a physical thing. It's not because you're just putting a bunch of food in your mouth. Weight stems from other weights that bind us, And so for me, I found myself in a position where nothing was changing because nothing was changing, and I thought about it that night when someone lied to me to get me to that meeting. I walk into the meeting. I had to get a babysitter. It was pouring down raining in Philadelphia. Like, I remember like contemplating, like, do I go? Do I not? And I'm like, I got natural hair. My hair gonna swell, all those vain thoughts. And the enemy was trying to talk me out of going to that meeting. And I went and I walked in like, oh no, they didn't invite me to one of these things with these people. And I was even angrier because they were happy and I was mad. Like inside, it was an internal fight that was going on. And I sat there looking at this beautiful lady standing in front of the room with this silhouette, this figure that I wanted, right? And I'm thinking to myself as she talking and she's saying things like, some of you work 60 and 70 hours a week and don't even have $300 to rub together. And Kevin, I was sitting there like, I don't know who she thinks she's talking to.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking to me. That was
Mm-hmm.
me. I did not have the money to join. I borrowed the money from my rent, but there was like a check. There was a thing that she challenged me, and I like to be challenged. So I joined. I joined without having the money, and I knew that I had to put an emotional attachment to needing to get that money back. If I didn't get that money back, my children were not going to have a roof over their head.
Mm-hmm. Got
that money back in 48 hours. I'm moving a little slow, but I was able to get that $300 plus back in 48 hours, and the rest is history. I started telling everybody. And what I realized, Kevin, is that I was doing it anyway. I was telling everybody about the sales at Macy's. I was telling everybody about the restaurants that I had gone to. We had chirp Nextel phones. I was telling everybody, go get a Nextel phone. I wasn't getting paid for that. And I'm saying, I'm already giving information to people. How dare you, Nina, have an uppity bone in your body about this profession that you know nothing about, because I was going off of the ignorance of what everybody else said. Oh, it's a pyramid scheme.
You know what, Nina, I want to touch on something. There's two things, and I'm gonna let you keep going. But you said something. A lot of people that they'll join network marketing, and you said a word. They feel ashamed that they're a part of it. How did you? What advice would you give someone to say? This even on here right now, and they may think they have it all together, that they don't need network marketing. They just join for a friend and they make a couple dollars. But what would you tell somebody that's in right now? That's just kind of, I'm not going to use the word stagnant, because, sometimes, like I say, people will get in and they just, oh, this isn't for me. I'm going to continue to work my corporate job. It looks good on the outside. And, you hear that in the industry because we talk about that. So what advice would you give someone?
Stop playing. See, here's the deal. I had to look in the mirror, and when I looked at my life, my status, right? See, we're often taught to look like we're okay. I got tired of looking like I was okay, and I wanted to be okay. As a matter of fact, I wanted to be more than okay. And I actually started believing in what the word of God said about me. One, the word says you're the head, not the tail. Above only, not just above, but above only and not beneath. The first and not the last, the lender and not the borrower, right? And when you start, and I'm looking at my life saying, okay, I look good on the outside, but I didn't look good on paper. I didn't look good under the clothes. I didn't look good in my bank account. The bottom line didn't look good. And honestly, when you're broken, when God breaks you, you know what I mean? And you stop trying to fake who you are and you decide, you know what? This faking who I'm like, I could pull my wig off right now. I got braids up underneath, right? That's the real deal, Holyfield. But the thing is, you can't keep masking a mess. Eventually, you're going to open that closet door and it's all going to come pouring out. But me masking the mess wasn't getting my bills paid. Me masking the mess wasn't getting me what I desired out of life. And that was number one. You know why I did it, Kevin? I wanted to make my children proud of me. See, I had my first child at 15. The world turned their back on me because I was a mess, So, all I wanted was for my children to be proud of me. And so often we tell our kids, don't you give up. Don't you this. How about you talk to yourself the way you would talk to your kids?
Mm-hmm.
And what I found even then is that I was allowing good or looking good to be the enemy of my great. And then I was allowing great to be the enemy of my best. And now I'm no longer even allowing best to be the enemy of my relentless and unstoppable, because I'm coming for everything that the devil thought he could steal from me.
Wow. Well, listen, we were talking earlier and you were, I think you got a little emotional today. Right before this, because you were sharing some information with me that I wasn't aware of. And I think everybody needs to hear this. I think people use the word alignment loosely, they use it when it's necessary. Okay. But, I want you to kind of share with everyone, they know what Tava means, what it represents. But you also share some things with me today. It is the month of December and it's 17 days in December. And I want you to share with everyone, why you got choked up a little bit a while ago.
Well, I've been studying. This wasn't just like a decision. Number one, 18 months ago, I got a phone call and I said, no. I said it like adamantly, like with an attitude. I'm sorry.
You want me to tell you how you said it?
No, I know how I said it. I said it with like a sister girl attitude. And I said no. And I said no emphatically several times. Like, I'm good.
It was that look. It was that look.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I know it was. And I was like, I'm good. And I'm not kicking myself, because God's timing is perfect. And after, we've been talking, and different people have been sowing seeds, planting seeds. And, but I said I was good. And when I started studying Tava in the Hebrew is Tav, Tov, which means harmony with God. In this season of my life, I am 48 years old. I don't have time to play. 2 years from now, when I turn 50, first of all, we're going to have a grand all-white party, everybody, somewhere on a boat, right? But when I turn 50, by the time I turn 50, I want us to be looking back at the 2 years that we've planted and sown seeds and built, because we about to build. We putting on our overalls and our hats, right? Because I'm looking at properties like we're really about to impact the world, right? And but to I'm studying Tava, it means harmony with God. It doesn't just mean the ark. Maybe people don't even understand what the ark represents, right? Noah didn't want to build the ark. I did not want to come build the ark. The ark kept calling for me. God kept calling, just like God kept calling Noah. And he said yes. But in the ark, they came 2 by 2 by 2, 2 by 2, right? Which represents duplication. Don't come in the ark if you don't want to duplicate. Right? Because that you want your check to grow, you want to grow, duplicate. Get off your rusty dusty, right? Stop carrying the woes of yesterday, month, who you mad at. Get out your feelings, because ain't no feelings in finance. And let's build this thing, right? Because on the 17th day, the Bible says in Genesis that on the 17th day, the heavens opened up. That on the 17th day, all of the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of heavens, the floodgates of the heavens opened up on the 17th day. Today is the 17th day. And I am here to tell you that I am declaring and I'm decreeing that everything, every fiber of my body is telling you that today is the day the floodgates are going to burst open. So it is our job now to run and tell that. Right? It's our job to go and tell them and stop making decisions for people. Oh, they broke. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh, it's guess what? How about Christmas every day? I'm not waiting on December the 25th for Christmas. Christmas is every day. Stop making decisions for people. Oh, they don't want to join. Oh, they don't have no money. Oh, it's Christmas time. Oh, they got money.
Yeah.
They got money.
Yeah. Nina, that's something. You're right. Everybody has money. We tend to have the money on what we want to spend it on. And, you made a decision, based on, it was not an emotional decision. It had to represent something. And when you said it was time, it was time. I just remember getting that call from you and you just said it was time. So, but, you kind of spoke on what prompted that decision, but go a little deeper, like what really prompted your decision, with the leadership here at Tava.
Okay, so I only can keep it 100%, right? I had just like I had allowed ignorance to cloud my mind about the possibilities and the potentials of network marketing, social selling, and things like that. I think I had allowed my own ignorances, and honestly, and Mr. Lloyd knows how I feel about this. We had an underlying, thing that we just never connected on. We never talked. And I allowed that to cloud my judgment about Tava. And what I'm loving about Tava, it is, I am so, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been doing this a long time. Well, not as long as you, Kevin, but I've been doing this a long time. And honestly, no, I gotta say this like with all sincerity. My team and I are so impressed. One, with the corporate staff, the office facilities, the professionalism that we're experiencing. My team is so blessed that that it's been very hands-on. That our COO has been in every launch call with us. I mean, we working him, you all. He earning his check, y'all. So, but no, honestly, the systems. When I saw that someone go and watch a video, we get a text message that says they're watching the video. Your samples are delivered. I mean, it's like seamless. And honestly, when I looked at the systems, because I looked at that first, I'm saying to myself, wow, a novice could come in here. Let's say their sponsor brought them in and then they disappeared. If you go to TavaUniversity.com, look at those videos, use your Tava Connect app and stop texting people to get answers, but go seek the answers for yourself. You could run this business all by yourself because the system is insane. So that was one of the things that really, really our entire team, like I don't get impressed by much, but I am impressed by Mr. Kenny Lloyd, by Miss Lachelle, like Megan in the corporate office, all of the family. I am impressed by what I see, but more than anything else, I said, send me some product.
Yeah.
But that's the test. I'm a product girl. I was 300 pounds. And for people that know me, they know me. But for those of you that don't, boom, I really was 300 pounds. I keep this right here, like people on a refrigerator. I keep it right by my desk to remind me, don't you ever go back, right? I said, send me some product and let me pass it out to my team because they're gonna tell me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, when you got a product, what?
So stop right there before we get into the product. Before we get into the product, I want you to kind of, go back to, you came into the corporate office a few weeks ago, and that was our first time meeting face to face. And, you talked about, the staff, you talked about Megan and Lachelle, but, for a company to be, I remember you saying it, for a company to be in business 1 year, all of this. So
you know what? In 1 year, I'm impressed. I don't know another word to utilize, but I'm very impressed. 1 year, yes, 1 year on paper, but definitely, you know what? Mr. Lloyd, Chante Lloyd, yourself have been in the field. And honestly, my team has raved about the fact that you can tell that the owners and the corporate staff have been in the field because you're addressing the needs of the field. It's almost like you all, I don't know if you took surveys or I don't know what you did to come up with the systems that you've come up with. But when I say that I feel the perfect harmony with God, and just the way they open the door, like just 100% professionalism. I'm very, very impressed. I don't get impressed very easily.
No,
I'm
you
impressed
don't.
with the timing of the orders come on time. We're about to experience pay, but those orders, that shipping in 2 days, that's very, very keen that people can get their products right away, so that they can start to experience, that immediate gratification. And you're the company Tava is addressing. I keep calling it Tava International. I believe I'm speaking some things into existence.
You are.
Day one, I keep saying Tava International, Tava International. I like the ring of that, Mr. Lloyd. International, right? I keep saying it, but you all have addressed the needs of people and making it seamless for people that really want to come and build this business. But what I love about it, what I really love is that whether you're a builder or whether you're a retailer, you can come in and earn income, great income. I'm not going to say numbers, but you can earn great income either way. If you want to do it residually, build a team. But the fact that you can get binary qualified, which is bi means two, put one person on your right, one person on your left, continue to put your orders in your pay leg, and you can run all the way to rank. Like it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you talked about shipping, which brings me to this. Some of your team members, including yourself, are probably on their third, fourth, fifth order. Share with everyone how long when you got started and, what's happening in the business. And, one thing about you don't make it about you, and it's all about your team. Your team absolutely loves you, and even people outside of your team. And that, again, shows the professionalism. And again, the word that I don't use a lot, leadership, because a lot of people say they are leaders, but, leaders lead from the front. And your team, when you all are calling me every day, which is fine, by the way, okay? It's late nights and everybody's at your house. And you all are putting in orders. Not only are you all putting in orders, you all are celebrating the success of others. And I just see a whole family dynamic going on where it's like a real family. And, I heard you right before we got on. I think you were talking to Sean Bell, and you're like, are you coming over tonight, for dinner? And that's just who you guys are. So just kind of speak to that, the shipping. You touched on the shipping, but how many orders have everybody's ordered, and why you all like on 3, 4, and 5 orders, and it's been a short period of time?
Yeah. So, I got in and I just said, just put me in and then I'll come back to it. Because I'm stupid. I know timing, right? Put me in. We'll come back to it at another time. I just wanted to get those products. And then I didn't tell anybody for weeks that I had the product. I was scared to tell my team that I had that product sitting here. The box, the original box is still sitting right there. I could go and show y'all the date on the box. Like, this ain't something new. I just was scared. I really was. And I'm going to say that word. I'm going to be honest. I was scared. Because transition always comes with some anxiety and things like that. But we went through that first set of product that I had in like 2 hours. And then I was like, okay, we really need some more product. And then we went through about 52 pounds worth of products in the next 24 hours. And every person, I just told my leaders, come by the house, come here, come get this product. And we were getting results in 2 hours, 3 hours. Like, we've got people that got their packages at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, drank some tea, and by 4:30 in the afternoon, 5 o'clock, before the calls, we're down a pound. We're down 2 pounds. So shipping is insane to me. The fact that our team are on there, you're right, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like literally the moment you give someone a pack of tea or the caprice or let them try the valet or give them some energy, they're calling you with their friends. Like my friend now wants I've been wanting to try that vitamin. Hey, go live, talk about it. If you're not making money, that's because you're not talking. You're not talking and you're not sharing. And honestly, I haven't tapped through 5% of my warm market.
Yeah.
We're really just kind of getting warmed up. But my team, they're not just my team. We really are family. And I believe, here's the thing. Sure, you can feed a man, right? You can give a man a fish and he'll eat that one time. But when you teach a man, and a woman to fish, you're going to feed them for eternity. For me, my success is not, people expect me nobody going to outwork me. If I hear somebody up putting people in, I'm okay. Let me get on it. Let me work, because outwork. And that's not a haughty thing. I just always believe in leading from example. I'm never ever gonna ask my business partners, my brand and my business associates to do something that I'm not gonna do first, because leaders lead by example. You don't tell someone to go do something, you show them what to do,
That's
right?
right.
And so for me, I'm going to keep showing the team what to do. This is how we make it. Go talk to this person. This is how you invite. And then every single day we're driving. This is what we do, because we understand how important the foundation of your business is, right? But for me, I want to see, my team got to win. If they win, I will win by default. And when you remove yourself and your ego out of the way, because honestly, I told you I didn't have to be on this show. I said, go ahead and interview somebody else on my team. It didn't even matter to me, because at the end of the day, as long as my team eating, I'm going to eat by default. And guess what? Mr. Harris, when you come to Philly, you'll see, because I feed my team. I serve my team, because the Bible says the greatest amongst us will serve. And so I serve my team. Not only do I cook for them, I will make their plates. You know why? Because as long as my team is blessed, and as long as, the Bible says that they shall call her blessed, and she will be highly favored. So I'm making sure my team got to eat, and they going to eat good. They going to eat steak, lobster, what you need. You want a cocktail? I'll make it. I got you, because I want to make sure my team knows that they're not a number to me.
That's right.
Here, even if we have differences in opinions, even if we don't agree on everything, I'm still going to celebrate my team. I'm still going to celebrate them, because they said yes. And they didn't have to say yes to me. And so if they eat, we eat. If they win, we win. It's about my team winning, and we're going to the top together.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Nina, and it shows. And like I say, I see it every single day, from many of your leaders, and all of them are leaders. I can't even say many. It's everybody that I've come in contact with, because every single night, I think we're on day, 10, 9, 10 of
our official coming out.
Official. Right? Yeah. And it's, it's been well over 100 or so people on every single Zoom. And last night it got close to 200. So that is amazing in a short period of time. But listen, so you had several people that have hit, and I'll say it, $1,000, $1,500 in 2 days. And that's through the comp plan. And then you have some people that have retail $1,500, $2,000 in a couple of days. So I want you to tell the story of the young lady who did not have the money to even sign up. She didn't have the money. She went to borrow the money before she had any product, before she had any samples. I just think that is an amazing story. And we won't call her name, because we'll have her on here one day as well. And talk about that, how important that was for you to see that, and how moved that everybody on the team has been, and they've rallied around this young lady.
Yeah, it's her story reminds me of mine. In that first company, I needed $300 to get started. She didn't want to come in at the $99 level. She said, no, what is that going to do for me? And her faith, see, oftentimes people think that you've got to believe in a product, and I believe in to do that. And yeah, all of those things for someone who's a seasoned veteran, that is important. That is, right? But when you say you're hungry, if you're hungry, you got to do something about it. If you say you're broke, you got to do something. You got to be willing to do something about it. You can't join and then just say, well, listen, you could join a top earner like myself. That doesn't mean anything. If you win, it'll be up to you. If you lose, it will be up to you, right? If you earn, it will be up to you. We will give you the tools, but it's up to you. This young lady decided, you know what? I'm gonna borrow $300 because y'all not leaving me behind. And she knew the importance of getting in. I said, do it now. Do it now, not later. Do it now. And so she said, well, I don't have the money. She borrowed the money, and then she had never tried a product. She did not have a whole bunch, nothing. She didn't know what was in it. No ingredients, nothing. No, is it FDA approved? Nothing. She knew that she was hungry. She knew that her job had laid her off and that she was not going to have a job until February. And she said, I got to go into action. I got a king to raise, her son. She borrowed the money, got the money back in 24 hours from pre-selling products she had never even tried, and was up $200. So it's $500 in 24 hours. And then her product shows up 48 hours later. She bags it up and puts it in cute little mugs with a bottle of water, some tea, the CBD coffee, gets in her car and drives around Philadelphia. See, I'm trying to tell y'all, you don't tell me you want it, because if you want it, it shows up in your action. This young lady drove around Philadelphia yelling out her window, I got that CBD, I got that CBD, and sold $600 worth of products. Don't tell me that you can't make no money. If you're not making any money, it's because you've chosen to not make any money. The world wants these products. They're running to us for them.
Yeah.
Running to us for them.
They really are. Now, I hope everybody understands why, it's been the second order, the third order, the fourth order, and in your case, the fifth order, because you all are putting the products out there. You also have a gentleman, Paul just brought that. Yeah. And, we could tell Paul's story too. Paul went to work the first day after you all got your product, and Paul actually just set the bag of tea on the counter. And I think he was up about $150 in like about 30 minutes, because people were like, what is that? So you can want to tell that one as well too.
My husband has always supported me 100%, you all. And everybody that really knows my story, they'll know that he's the most supportive husband ever. Like, he believes in me, number one. He knows that when I say I'm going to do something, that I'm going all in, like 100%, 155, 90, 199%. And very supportive. He, sell a product here or there, whatever. But this go round, he said to me, I want to stop. I'm going to do this. And so here I am, even with my husband, y'all. Like, okay, show me. He took the bag of tea to work, and before we knew it, had sold. He was like FaceTiming me, like, look. People were cash apping him. Then he was like, how much is that vitamin? And I was like, I don't know. He was selling products, Kevin. We didn't even know how much the products were. I was like, I don't know. I guess sell it for like 75. And I didn't know. See, that's the thing. It's not about always what you know. It's about the fact that people feel your energy. And literally before he came home, had sold $150 worth of products. And he didn't tell anybody what was in the products, nothing. He just said, this is what I got. Detox tea, liquid vitamin. And the girl said, liquid vitamin, wait a minute. You get like 90-some% absorption rate, liquid vitamin. She said, I want it. How much is it? And I told him, I don't know, charge her 75. I hope I didn't undercharge her, whatever. But anyway, you know what I'm saying.
So Nina, you've made some money as well too, but we won't go there. But I tell you, I want you to talk about the invitation, how important the inviting is, because oftentimes I get calls like, well, Kevin, I don't know what to do. I've invited people to the calls, and and they just, I'm not gonna say they don't get it, but when I talk to you on a daily basis, it's like, Kevin, I got to go. I got to invite for her, and I'll talk to you later. But then you call me back 15 minutes later. And, time management. I want you to speak to everyone about time management. How does Nina Moore manage her time? Because you are homeschooling. I just figured that out the other day. You hung up on me. It's like, I got to go, Paige is in class. And, but you were still working, and your team is still working, and you're working with your team. How do you leverage your time, every single day? How do you do that?
I breathe deeply, and I drink lots of wine at night. And I'm just kidding. So being 48 with a 6-year-old, doing this all over again, it is not easy. It is not. And I'm in my husband's work schedule. So I am here primarily. I am the primary caregiver of homeschooling. And, I honestly, I've had to teach Paige how to be a little more independent with her schooling. And I've made a system for her. I created like folders. So she knows there's certain color folders for certain sets of her work. And things like that, so that she could be a little bit more independent. That was number one. Number two, we get up, she comes down, she eats breakfast, she starts her class, I start my live, right? We just have this like little system. And then, the fact of the matter is we have a home-based business, not a home-bound business, and we have cell phones. And the fact that you all have created a system that's like, I can send somebody a little video and hey, go watch this. But honestly, I got on the phones. I didn't. I'm an old. I know. I'm like an old school network marketer. With a
20
new
years. 20 years.
Right? Not 20 years, but anyway, I'm an old school network marketer with a new school flair. And I don't do the just text people. There's no way that I want my board of directors thinking that they just gonna get a text message from me, right? I see amateurs, they join, but professionals, they launch. And I don't need to put banners up on Facebook like, hey, get on this call. That's not inviting. If I was getting married, I wouldn't be sending somebody a banner on Facebook like I am in, hey, come to this. No, we invite. And I teach my team quality inviting because the invitation has to be urgent. And so people knew when we were launching, hey, I'm inviting you to this very exclusive webinar, which is why our numbers are anywhere from 100 to almost 200 people every single night, because they understand the importance of timing and positioning. And the fact of the matter is, when Mark Zuckerberg built Facebook, or was getting ready to build Facebook, right? He called 5 people to his dorm room. 5. He called them, hey, come to my dorm room. I'm about to do the biggest thing ever, blah, 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 right? Well, 3 of them were like, oh, I'm too busy. I'm partying. I ain't doing that, Marco. He's a dreamer. Oh, he's doing another thing again. See, because and then you get caught up with your friends. They be like, oh, you gonna do so? Oh, you going to another company? Yeah, I am. Just like you changed your drawers today, and just like you in another marriage, and just like you at another church, and just like you at another job. I am, because God, see, here's the difference with this, though. I know it's a God move. It's a God thing. I did not want to come build the ark, right? The ark was calling me. And so in my invitation, I'm letting people know you have an exclusive invite. I am about to do the biggest thing ever. Well, what is it? Well, I can't tell you that. That's why you need to get on the webinar tonight. And well, what is it? I can't tell you that. You know what? This timing is not for you, because if you got all those questions, you can't get in right now. Not on this ground level, not in this highly exclusive move. So you know what? I'm gonna come back to you. And then they be like, wait. What time is that call again? Oh, it's at 8 o'clock. Are you gonna be there? Because if not, I can replace you. See, wow. I'm gonna give you the information, then I'm gonna take it away from you. Because I know that I don't really need, if I didn't sign another person, I could go all the way to the top, right, with my structure right now. But right now, this is not about me. This is about the fact that we really are getting ready to incite a wealth and a health revolution, because I am watching the response of the products and my team, and how they are excited about the income that they're earning. And they're like, I don't even have product. Yeah. I don't even have product.
Yeah. You have some people, Nina, several, what's happened. I mean, I was trying to lead you there, but I'll just go ahead and say it. They're making weekly money, they're what they've earned a week. And I'll let you just kind of go there and just talk.
I'll say it very responsibly, because here's the deal. I've got a gentleman that in 48 hours, his check is bigger than his volume was. And in 48 hours, not only like he's like, I can't even believe this. And, when I say people that are earning more in retail than some of them earn on their jobs, like their job, they're earning more in retail than they're earning in their corporate, like their jobs. And then they're earning double and triple even what their check is because of how much retail. And there's Sean Tyrone Bell. I know I could say this. He works, at the airlines, and last Saturday, he was covering for somebody. He normally doesn't work on Saturday. There was a line. He FaceTimed me. There was a line of people waiting for his products. I'm not lying. Like, I can't even make this stuff up. And it's like, that's why I say, when you've got a product that offers immediate gratification, you're not selling it, it's selling itself.
That's right. That's right. So, we're going into the, we're already in 2021. I'm gonna stop saying we're going there. 2021 is the year where everybody, not 2021, but the new year, everybody talks about how much weight they want to lose, how they want to get their finances in order. You talked about this being a movement. You felt like it was important to get started in the month of December. A lot of people will not start a company in the month of December. Why did you start in the month of December?
Because God said so. It was 100% God. At first we were like, well, we'll just wait till the new year. And the team said, we came together, we prayed, we worked. See, a lot of people talk about it. Oh, my team and leadership and, culture and all of those things. And it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to be about it. And you've seen, like, we come together and we worship together and we made a decision together. This was not about Nina and Paul. This was about what do we as a team collectively, like for weeks, I was doing FaceTimes and Zooms with leaders in my team. Like, hey, this is what my spirit is saying. I need to know that it is aligning with your spirit. Like, what are we as a team collectively? We needed to make a decision. Are we doing it now? Are we waiting till January? Do we even feel? And everybody, and it was like a unanimous, it's time to go. It's time to go, and it's time to go now. And I was like, well, don't you guys want to just wait till January 1st? Like, and they said, no, it's time to go now. And we got together. We were praying together a few weeks ago. We were worshiping together, and we knew at the end of that evening that it was our time. We knew it. And that's why, because we see God on everything. God has his stamp of approval is on what we're doing. His stamp of approval. So when God is when God gives you the vision, he makes the provision. I'm not scared of numbers. I'm not scared to ask for 1,200. See, people, you walking around just, you could just come in for $99. What is $99 gonna do for somebody? They gonna get a bag of tea and a bag of vitamin. Granted, yes. Get in. If that's, hear my heart. Please hear my heart. Get in. Yes, there's a system. We can get 10 more people in at $99, but y'all got to go back in and get some product, pre-sale to go back in and get some product so that you have product to distribute out to other people and flip, right? We are the queen and the kings of flip. We got to teach you now. You don't just take that money and run with it. You take that money and you put it back in. You put it back in so that you can just fit. You can go all the way to if everybody ain't directed by the end of the night, something wrong.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. BOGO on a 60 count bag of tea, and you ain't take volume from us, and I can make how many monies? Y'all got to be kidding me. Ain't no reason why you should not be direct. If you're not a supervisor, do it today. If you're not a director yet, do it today. What are you waiting for? You waiting for the heavens to be like, oh, well, it did it. It's the 17th. Right now, if you have not gone to purchase not one BOGO, go break open a piggy bank, go get a credit card and put that volume in so that you'll have product. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Top 3 resolutions of the new year: get closer to God, make more money, right? And lose weight. Those are the top 3 resolutions. You need to get in front of that. How in the world, when people start reaching out to you, well, give me a pack. I needed this. I needed that. And you're going to be like, okay, give me like 5 days to get. No, we like immediate. Like, I want my stuff. I want it now. The same way you want to be 50 pounds down by tomorrow. It's the same way a customer wants their product now. So when you understand this compensation plan and you understand that you get paid off of volume. Get binary. If you're not binary qualified, do it by tonight.
Yeah, and you just said something, Nina. You can go director yourself.
Yes.
You really can go dang near director two by yourself through personal sponsorship.
Yes.
And I want to go back to the $1,200 package, because you all know that I've been talking about the $1,200 pack for months. And the reason why is a few different reasons. The first reason, you need product. Product is just like opening, up a store. You have to have product to open up a franchise. You have to have product. And not only that, it pays out a $450 bonus. So Nina, I know you had I don't want to get a number. You had a ton of $1,200 packs. And that's why I said a ton. And if you ask me the number, was it over 10? Yes. Was it over 20? Yes. Over 30? Yes. She had a ton of $1,200 packs, and they come in every single day. And the reason why, because you said it, you are setting people up for success. They get 20%. Somebody just said it. And Crystal Williams just said it. You get 20% payout in the binary. Okay.
So that's important to me. And it was important for me that people, Christmas is coming. And if you're going to have somebody make that kind of an investment, I want them to get a ROI, a return on their investment. And I want them to teach other people. There's several ways, but in the beginning, and here's the deal. There are different times and different seasons, different ways that we will be building, right? You have to know what you want to do in the beginning of your business, right? It's a strategy. It's very strategic. You got to know what you want to do in week 2. You got to know so when you're a professional and you're looking at a 4-week, time frame, and you're looking at, wanting to hit ranks and things like that. My focus now is, well, how many directors do I need to, have this done? And how many supervisors, and, how many director 2s do we need? And then you start talking to your team, because you've got to make sure that you're in alignment with what they desire too, not just what you desire. But what we do is at the end of every since this is weekly now, you've got to celebrate your victories. What are your victories? 1, you joined. Right? Maybe you haven't gotten binary qualified or anything like that yet, but you joined. That's a victory, right? Celebrate that victory. That was week 1. You didn't, okay. But number 2, you console your temporary defeats. Console them. Get it done and over with. Okay. You didn't hit it. You didn't hit supervisor. Okay. You didn't, whatever. You didn't get BQ, right? You didn't get to the barbecue. We call it getting to the barbecue. Binary qualified, right? Getting to the barbecue. Okay. So now we're in week 2. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You're going to learn that you maybe didn't put enough effort and energy. Did you even write your list? See, I'm going to tell y'all something. You can ask anybody on my team. I've been writing a list for the last 8-10 weeks, because I know the importance of the list. And we all want this great level of success, but we don't want to start with the proper foundation. If you didn't write your list, you've already lost.
That's right.
Lost. So go back. Yeah. The reset button and write the list. Write and make it plain. So we set a strategy out, console you, and then we got our buy-in. Who are you running with? And then I said, okay, Marguerite, you're going director this week? Okay, boo. So we started watching the numbers. Okay, Joseph, you're going director too, right? Okay. Paul, I asked my husband, what rank you going? What you doing, sir? What we doing, right? My daughter, what we doing? She hit director on day 2. On day 2. You know what I mean? So because we ain't playing, why are we waiting until midnight tonight to get it done? If you know that you're finishing it out, get it now. Do it now. Do it while you're waiting. Do it now. And guess what? You start, by the time midnight come, you're working on next week.
That's right.
You're starting on tomorrow.
Yeah. I had Joe.
I ain't gonna tell you we're gonna close out as today. I'm gonna tell you.
No, don't say. But listen, I had Joseph call me today. He's a team member of yours, and he told me, he said, "Hey Kevin, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out director 2 today." He didn't say midnight, which you just said, and he said, "I'm gonna go ahead and start working on, executive here, by the weekend, because once you achieve director 2, the volume's already there." And what Joseph was looking at, and he said it because we talked. He said he was looking at the BOGO. He was looking at the BOGO, and what he's doing, he's lining everybody up to purchase the BOGO, and then he's purchasing BOGOs himself. And it's just a system that you've put in place. So, and I like what you just said. You're not just waiting on Thursday at midnight to roll around. You're already into the next week, planning the plan and making it happen. So I really like what you're doing for the team. And, but Nina, you just got here. You've been here a very, 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 very short period of time, but it seems like it's been forever because, like I say, we've been talking. We've been talking for quite some time. But what advice would you give someone that's on here that's been in Tava for a while and they just can't seem to, sometimes, Mr. Lloyd talks about the brick wall being an illusion. They've hit that brick wall. They've gotten to director. They've gotten to director 2, but they really just want to do it. But it's all right there. It's mental. What advice would you give someone who's hit that brick wall that's just that illusion?
One, you probably need to rewrite your goals, because oftentimes our goal will be, oh, I want to go director. And then we don't set another goal. And you don't put a time limit on it, right? Two, who are you listening to? What are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you studying? Who are you in alignment with? Because all of those things matter. You got to make sure, it is, a lot of it is mental. And when you study the law of the lid, right, you will never out earn, or you will never earn more than you can learn, right? And oftentimes I find that when people have hit the brick wall, so there's a lot of people, Kevin, say that they want to be around me, right? And I am fun and I am going to cook, but I am going to make you get naked in front of that mirror and unashamed. Because what people don't understand about network marketing is it does 3 things. It builds character, it exposes our flaws, and it compresses time. Now, we're okay with the compression of the time and we earning big money and, and the building of the character part, but we don't understand oftentimes that the exposing of our flaws has to come first for us to build our character. And we're so used to being condemned, right? There is therefore now no condemnation in network marketing. There's no condemnation. And so because of we've got to expose our flaws and be willing to expose our flaws. And I see my team on here, so they about to start lighting it up like, yup. Because we will if it's till 6 o'clock in the morning, we will sit here with each other. We will cry with each other. We will yell at each other. We will scream at each other. We will fight with each other. But at the end of the day, you better not talk about mine, because I will cut you up one side, down the other. I do care, right? I am licensed. But here's the deal. Because network marketing, we've got to be willing. And most times, we cannot grow and our income cannot grow because we don't want to tell the truth about who we are. And I find that is the problem most times. We have got to be willing to expose those flaws, because network marketing is 2 things. It's numerical and it's psychological. It's like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Mm-hmm. How many no's do you have to get a yes? And the thing is, with personal development, we already read the book, Go for No, right? You're going for no. How many no's? Well, my number is not as high as others, but it took me years to get to this, right? And you look at Nina Moore's life and then start trying to compare your life to hers. Well, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't know what I've had to sow, what I've had to cry about, the betrayal I've gone through. You don't know. And you're thinking that you want this, oh, I can't wait to be TK. I can't wait to be Jeff Simpson. I can't wait to be, all the greats. And then, I can't wait to be them. But you may not really know what they've gone through, nor may you be even really willing to go through what they've gone through to be who they are. Comparison is the thief of joy. I'm going to say to you, you've got to really be transparent and honest with you and what you desire. What do you really want? And then what you need is the whole purging and the cleansing, because maybe there's some unforgiveness in your heart. See, there's all kinds of things that hold us back. And there might be some unforgiveness in your heart where you're saying, you know what? Well, why they, and you're comparing she's showing favoritism, and why they working with them and why they working with that. Well, why are you not working with yourself? And the moment that you start trying to blame stuff on other people and, oh, they're doing this and ain't nobody thinking about me, that is the problem. You have taken your eyes off the prize. So get to realign, get in alignment. And you know what? You also need to find an accountability partner.
Mm-hmm.
Find an accountability partner, rewrite your goals, get back on your personal development, do a cleanse, a cleanse of your mind, body, spirit, soul, not just a detox cleanse, but you got to cleanse and definitely stop comparing. Do not take this into 2021. Do not. If you've got unforgiveness of your heart and your heart, go see. We want to talk about all this stuff with people and, oh, they made me mad and I can't believe they did X, Y, and Z. Go to them. Go get it right. Don't go into 2021 with an unclean heart. But see, when the Bible talks about we lift our hands and we got to lift our hands with a pure heart and a clean hands and a pure heart, do a self-evaluation check. Because oftentimes we're pointing fingers thinking it's other people. This comp plan is gracious. Work it. The products, they work. What more do you need? A comp plan. Oh, my sponsor this and my sponsor that. Heck with the sponsor this. God is your sponsor. God is your sponsor, right? And the system is simple enough. It's simple enough. Go get binary qualified. And you know what? Oftentimes, we just need new energy. You got to get your focus back in alignment, right? We need new energy. And when you get new people in your business, you'll start focusing on helping those people. And maybe you've been selfish. Maybe you've made it all about you. So there's a number of things. There's no one answer that we can give, no blanket statement or anything that we can give. But you got to know that it starts with an internal check of you. Nina did an internal check, and maybe you have not decided really to go all in.
Yeah.
It's a decision.
Yeah. Well, Nina, listen, man, look, we talk all the time anyway, but I'm sure everybody can listen to you. They feel your spirit. They feel the energy that you have. And I hope y'all can tell why not only is she on fire, but her team's on fire. And I don't use fire lightly. The team is definitely on fire. But, Nina, I want you to know we appreciate you. We are so glad that you said yes to Tava. And I'm sure everybody else is on here. They're glad that you said yes as well. And so I want to thank you and thank you for coming on. And so I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. sharp. Okay.
Our goal is to have 200 people on that call tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I don't mind if everybody want to. So, but you got to see. Don't just come being newsy, right? Come with a guest. See, that's the problem. We want to come to the party, but we don't want to bring your guest. Don't you come? And I can't wait. Philly. Let me tell y'all something. This whole tri-state area, we about to light this tri-state area up. I can't wait. Yeah. Our goal is to have 200 people on that call tonight. No, honestly, and honestly, by Sunday night's call, I'm hoping, Mr. Lloyd, if you're listening, we were thinking like maybe you and Chuck take a couple graces on Sunday night, and we're gonna get 300 people on the call for Sunday night or more. And that is our goal. Because honestly, I really want to see people that were hurting, and people know my heart. Like I could start crying now, but I don't want my makeup to run. I want to keep it looking good for tonight. Honestly, I've watched people really hurt financially this year. I've watched we've lost a lot of people in my family. I'm watching people be laid off of their jobs, you all, and you don't know some of what my team and I have done behind the scenes to help people out. But why not put people in a position where they don't have to ask to borrow anything from you anymore, right? Bless people with a business. You want to give people Christmas gifts and you don't know what to give them? Bless them with a business. Bless them with a business, because we will build a $1 billion company. I don't know about y'all, but I'm here to build. We're here to build. We putting our construction hats on and our overalls. I know we look cute right now, but we are here to build a $1 billion company. And I just want to say, on behalf of our team, my husband Paul and myself, thank you, Mr. Harris, for all that you've done to make this transition smooth for us. Thank you, Kenny and Shantae Lloyd, for even opening up your arms and your heart to wanting us here. I want to say a special shout out to TK, because had it not been for her, and here's the deal, all of us have a past, right? All of us have a past. And I've always loved TK. She's always been real and raw, right? And if I had of just like I got a past and I had a baby at 15 and I ain't always been, great and good and all of that, TK was very instrumental at me even sitting down and have a conversation with you all, because I kept saying no, 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 and no. And the Bible says that you got to give honor to whom honor is due, right? I can't wait to see my sister rise, and that's the problem. We want to be like crabs in a barrel, pulling people down. I can't wait to see my sister rise. And our team is going to do everything in our power to assist in making that happen, because that is the problem with us. We don't want each other to win. I can't wait for everybody to win. But thank you to Lachelle. Thank you to the entire corporate staff for causing us to feel like we're at home. TK, you therealbomb.com, right, sis? And I don't care what nobody else say about you. I'm here to tell you, you therealbomb.com. Kevin Harris, you thebomb.com, number 2, with your 20 years experience. No, just kidding. And like I said, Mr. Lloyd and Shantae, you could have said, well, we left on bad, we parted some other things on bad terms, or, but you opened up your heart for my family and my team, and we're very, very gracious, and we say thank you. The best is yet to come. That's all I'm going to say, and we will now make history. I love you all. God bless you, and we can't wait to see you later.
All right. Thank you, Nina Moore. You guys heard from Nina Moore out of Philly. Wow. So we went over a little while. That's why I didn't bring anybody else, because I knew the interview would be an amazing interview and training, because she speaks from the heart, and that's really what it's about. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. I want to make sure that everybody's aware of the BOGO that's taking place, the Vasia 60 count detox tea, buy one, get one free for limited time. Again, it's going to be for limited time. Like she said, give the gift of, health, start somebody with the business. And the time to do that is right now, because like she said, there are a lot of people hurting out there. So it's up to each and every one of us to make sure they're getting what they need, because we have an amazing products. We have an amazing compensation plan. So make sure that you're out there spreading the good news about this amazing company called Tava. And so like I told you earlier, I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm not going to come back on at 5 or 6 and say we're going to extend it. So you want to make sure that you get it while you can. So appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take us out, Rocky.
Night to the AM. New multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah, they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you got a Tava lifestyle, give life. 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 The go Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Tava lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Hey, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind. New multi-millionaires in the making. Big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.